Hey, what's up, what's up? So for this week, I thought let me do something different. So I'm gonna record every single trade I take this week and let you know the results as it goes day by day. And the rule for this is these trades have to be either on stream, so they're gonna be live, me on stream, so there's no questions, or they are going to be alerted beforehand, so no doubts about it. So today is, as you can see, it is Monday. See if I can zoom in. Monday, 5:59. I live stream on Mondays every week from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Dubai time, so pretty much New York, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. We're just about to start, so let's crack on, and I'll keep you updated with today's stream. Thank you. We just got the tap swept on NQ. Oh, that's a bit of a crazy candle, to say the least. Let's see what's going on there. Look at that though, just swept that tap to the T. Straight bounce up. Otherwise, this gold I still like for coming into this tap. This will be a good potential play. And this CL got a bit of expansion higher with this wick here. But again, if we still come back into here, potentially this area, I'll see where it looks like on the lower time frame. I'll look for a long two, but definitely bullish across all pairs. If we get a close below here, I'll take it. So unfortunately, it wasn't the best today in terms of just not much movement, even for someone like me who's trading like the 30-second time frame. Just couldn't get the clearest structure, so decided not to touch the indices today. It was a lot of consolidation and then just a huge move up. Not really a chance of getting in, is what it is. We do have though this CL trade I'm looking at. If we can break above this high, we have a lovely 6 taps here. We're going to break above this high, look for a pullback to enter, and I will target this external high up here. So there's still plenty of time left of the market. It is only 12 p.m. We still have 4 hours left till market closes. So I'm just going to chill now. If I see anything, I'll come back, take the trade, alert everyone. Otherwise, that'll be the day today, and we'll come back tomorrow. So in fact, the CL has actually got a nice reaction as wanted. We didn't quite take the high. We got a lovely push up, inverting some fair value gaps, bouncing, most importantly, where I want it to bounce. So I'm willing to take these longs now. I have my order set, and as you can see, I have alerted the group chat there, saying looking for longs, taking this CL here. So let's see if I get tagged in, and let's see how the trade goes. The worst thing, you know what the worst thing is? When you're about to take a trade, as soon as you set the limit, the food comes. That food I showed you earlier, that's just gonna be lunch tomorrow because it's looking a bit dead. So I got a Nando's instead. So I'm gonna try and munch this and manage the trade at the same time. And I'll let you know how Monday finishes. This is gonna be my only trade for the day. So let's see how this one plays out. So I'm struggling, lads, right? I'm trying to eat, as you can see here. I'm trying to eat my Nando's and monitor this trade at the same time. So I've flipped the whole monitor around, but look at that. Look at that entry, and look at that. I think we've just smashed first take profit. Let me quickly check my Top Step account. So as you can see, we are up very nicely on this account here. Got the SL, I'm gonna move it to break even. So risking nothing. Let's see if we can scale at the final TP, and I'll alert the chat and tell them that I am now break even. Beautiful, as we can see, continued expansion on the way up. First take profit has been smashed, and all alerted, including the TPs to the Discord chat. So lovely, as we can see, I'm struggling to flip this week. Final TP has been smashed. On my Top Step, we've got a lovely move up. That's the wrong weed. I'm sure you don't want to see my beautiful face. You want to see this screen here, and as you can see, we smashed both take profits. So ending the day here, I'll attach a picture of the calendar here. Let's see how good my editing skills are, but that is the end of the day. The only annoying thing about this is I couldn't risk as much as I wanted to, because crude oil is a bit weird when you trade futures. I did want to risk a bit more. So this take profit is not as high as I want it to be. My risk to reward normally so good, so my losses are way smaller than my wins. But now if I do have a loss, it may take away this win just because I couldn't milk this as much as I wanted to because I had to finish less. But yeah, ending the day here up $413. Now let me explain exactly why I took this trade, and then I'll catch you tomorrow. Yes, my people, so let's go over these beautiful longs and explain why I took this trade here today. So on the 15-minute, you can see approaching the market, we had a lovely, and I mean lovely zone and an uptrend. You can see, if I rewind to 10 o'clock when we joined, right, we broke the structure, nice breaker structure to the upside, a nice protected low. So we have a beautiful zone from here to here. We also have a first tap in this zone here. And we have an area of demand resting just under this first tap. So uptrend, beautiful 6 tap, I'll mark here. So these are the market reviews I drop for my members every single day, regardless if it's a win or loss. If I don't take a trade, I make sure I break down the market, and I make sure I break down every trade I do take. So of course, as we saw on the alerts, you can copy, but more importantly, you know exactly why I'm taking the trade. So waiting for this to get swept, then looking for a potential long. Beautiful. There was the sweep. And then if we go to the lower time frame, looking for a shift or confirmation that we did want to continue higher. So normally this would be the high that I use, but due to the context of this being a very nice setup and everything lining up how I wanted it to line up, once I saw this immediate expansion higher, we had beautiful expansion higher, and we inversed 1, 2, 3 bearish fair value gaps. That gave me the confidence that buyers were in control and we were going to get this shift anyways, so I can start being a bit early and looking for my long. I can see we left behind this beautiful fair value gap here, so this is where I did decide to take my long. Stop loss below this low, right, entry in this fair value gap, and target the 1 to 1.5, which was pretty much here, scaling along. And if I just play this out, as you can see there, we get tagged in as we we'll play it out, but as we took this high is where I immediately go break even, high, low, high, high. I don't want to risk, so risk was straight off the table and play it out. As you can see, we've hit final take profit, and here we are currently. And where we're expecting it to go, we are expecting it to go to this number 5 here. We realign ourselves with the higher time frame. I'm expecting price to come and take out this number 5, but we caught the higher low. It gave us a beautiful move, taking my money, and I will now enjoy my evening. So now today is Tuesday, as you can see, 10:58 a.m. On Tuesday, I streamed the London session. A lot of people ask me, yo, which one do you prefer, New York, London? How come you stream different times? Some of my members prefer New York, some of them prefer London, so I thought I'll do Tuesday and Friday London, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday New York. I don't have a preference. I'll trade any day, any time, as long as there's movement, I'm active. So let's hope that we can continue yesterday's win streak. It's not really a streak because there's only one trade yet, but let's start a streak today with another win. Again, if I see myself, I'll execute. Happy days. If not, on to the rest of the day. It's the good thing about trading London. You're either done early, which I love, I have the rest of the day to do whatever I want, or you have the opportunity to come back to New York and look for a setup then too. So it's a win-win. Anyways, enough me waffling. Let's get straight into and start my live stream. Because this is not in my zone, this is liquidity and not a tap. The tap would be here. I would draw a new zone, but my 15-minute protected low would still be here, just because this wouldn't be a break structure on my 15. This would be one break structure, this would be two break structure, but this wouldn't be a break structure because it's not deep enough of a pullback thingy. Yeah, I got this high 1 minute zone. This 1 minute zone here, it's just too high up, man, and it's too small of a, this zone I'll be willing to take. This zone's too high up for me. We can sweep this and then come into here. Yeah, we'll see how the news, etc. reacts, but that will be it for this London session. Unfortunately, not really that stuck out. If I see anything later on in the New York PM, like yesterday, I'll make sure I alert it. If this CL comes in the next half an hour, I'll be home to take this. I will have to be quite quick on this though, because you can see it's a small retracement. So I'm going to enter alert and send. So you can just keep an eye on it so you get a good entry. And that would be it. No problem, bros. Appreciate you all coming. Any questions, just tag me. No problem, bro. Appreciate you guys coming. So as you can see there, unfortunately, we just didn't have nothing super clean to take during London. I'm a big advocate of no A+ setup, no trade. So calling it a day today. It's only New York time 5 a.m. The market's closed at 4 p.m. So we have another 11 hours before possibly taking a trade. So when I am home, going back and forth throughout the day, I'll look to find another setup. If I can, I will alert it, tell the team. Otherwise, it's always good to chat to them, share some ideas, show them exactly what I'm looking at. And we'll see if we end the day with any trades or not. I just got home from the gym and that, like you see it's 5:27. So New York time, it's 9:27, so 3 minutes to market open. I don't normally like to trade so close to market open, but gold isn't so bad. NQ, I'm definitely not trading at market open, but gold I don't mind. And as you can see here, so we have had our setup. We have a beautiful zone. We have a liquidity sweep there, tapped into an area of demand, shifted structure. I'm just trying to see if we can get a pullback entry in this fair value gap here. As you can see, I've set the limit here. And importantly, I have alerted the team that I'm looking for these longs on GC. So we'll see if we get tagged in. Hopefully, I am going out to get some dinner soon, in around half an hour. So hopefully I can get tagged in before then. And I'll keep you updated. So quick update, unfortunately, as you can see, it is just ripped up without us. It is what it is, it's part of the game sometimes. So cancel this trade, told the members I've canceled this trade and we'll look for a new setup. So the market is about to close now on Tuesday. Unfortunately, nothing worth taking, indices weren't the best, gold wasn't the best, is what it is. So today we are ending, as you can see, on $0, 0 trades taken, and we'll see how tomorrow goes. So it is Wednesday today, big FOMC today. A lot of ICT traders, they get scared. I'm not trading FOMC today. Not us. We see the setup, we execute, couldn't care less what day it is, what time it is. So let's see if we can catch a beautiful trade right now. It's 5:59 p.m. So in New York time, that is 9:59 a.m. And Wednesday, live stream from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Just about to start. Let's see how it goes. If this low does get taken, then I will frame this as my 6 taps in here. Hoping we leave this unmitigated as well. Would be nice. And we do have FOMC at 2 p.m. today. So we'll see if price is gonna move or not. But regardless, if we see our setup, we'll just take it. If not, we won't. So we'll see how FOMC is gonna affect price. Gold's pushing up a bit here now. So as we break this high, I will draw a new zone to frame a buy from. Let's see, I'll keep an eye on that 1 minute candle there. Gold potentially coming down for a long. I'm waiting for a nice close and then I'm gonna set the limit. Longs in here. As soon as we touch here, I'm gonna take these longs. 63.34. I like how this high failed to make a new low, inverse that fair value gap. Still looking good on the 15 with these 6 taps. All right, I've just been tagged in there. So let's see how this goes. Not best thing is the potential ROI, because at this high here, I want it to be at least a 1.5, but slightly less. We are risking 420 here to make 520, so not the best, not the worst. Let's see, might get stopped out. Yeah, I've been stopped. All right, took an L on that one there. Still like the setup in terms of the 15 minute. It was a nice 6 tap. And then on the 1 minute, as we can see, we had these fair value gaps we were inversing, failed to make a new low, and then inverse this one as well. So I took that as my sign buyers are back in control. Unfortunately not, so now let's see what this is going to do. And I'll focus now to see if I can get something on gold. So we did get stopped out on that crude oil trade. The annoying thing is, as soon as we got stopped out, it went exactly where we wanted it to go. But that's a part of trading. You're never going to avoid that. You're never going to avoid losses. I can take confidence knowing my bias, etc. was right. Just a little early for the entry. Now, normally I would scout for another potential setup to see if I can make that back. But basically, long story short, my mum's here for 3 days and 3 days only. So I am going to see her pretty much every evening before she heads back to UK. So I will go straight there now. So most likely that's going to be the end of my trading day today. I'll leave the P&L here. Pretty much, I believe, break even for the week or up $18. And then it's still got 2 days. If I get a nice trades tomorrow or Friday, we can end nice. Remember, I'm trading 5 accounts at once, so it's all times 5. So if I end the week, let's say 500, it's going to be 2,500, which it's not the best, but it's not the worst week. And yeah, unless I catch anything on my phone on the move, which is going to be super hard, that will be the end of today's trading. You can see we were pushing to the upside. We had a break of structure here with a first tap and a low here. So I was looking for potentially price to come into this zone here, sweep this first tap, and then look to push higher. We can see we do have a small M15 fair value gap here, but this is also an M15 fair value gap here as well. So let's play it out. So once we got this initial sweep of the tap, I started looking for a long on the 1 minute. You can see we swept those lows. Let's play price out. Right, we saw that this high failed to make a new low, and we inversed this bearish fair value gap. So that was my sign. Okay, we were sweeping and potentially reversing now. So the long was in this 1 minute fair value gap. Stop loss below, targeting those higher prices. And unfortunately, we did get stopped out. Now, the slight thing I can look back at it is, if I look at POIs under my tap, so we did have this fair value gap, and now I can see that this fair value gap is mitigated. So sweeping this and tapping into here doesn't really make sense. I should have waited for a POI such as this fair value gap here, and I can see that we swept this one. Right, came into here and then got a beautiful reaction up, which we could have easily made our money on. And then same thing, FOMC chop, etc. in the day, and then we do make a new low. And that was that. Again, not too much wrong here, just mainly POI. Could look for it in a better POI. And that would be it. See you tomorrow. Yes. So today is Thursday. No news today, so that's a good sign. Let's see if we can get that money back. So Thursdays I trade from 9:30 to 11:30 on live stream. New York Open pretty much, just because I do have paddle on Thursday. So I just go straight from here to there. So I have to finish a bit earlier, so I start a bit earlier. And yeah, let's get back yesterday's loss and more. If this does inverse here, we come here, I'll take a short. I'll see if I can get a bit more of a pullback before the short, but something like that would be really nice. So if I get this here, I will take these NQ shorts. Let's let the market play its hand to us now. Hasn't inversed yet, but it's looking decent. It's coming close to this entry here. I do need a close first. All right, no entry yet. 60, 75 is where. Just gonna set a limit there. If we close below this low, I'm gonna set this limit here. Alright, nice close. We've got 15 seconds left of the candle. It's teasing with that wick. It's looking good right now. Looking like you are gonna inverse. Alright, I'm gonna set these sells in here at 660. So my position's like this, and we'll see if we can get tagged on these shorts. A crazy wick there to tag us in. So let's just see how this goes now. Let's see, yeah, I got stopped out there. That just flew up, I'll be real. So we are currently red, small red, about $100, $350. I did cut the trade a bit early. So, right, we're all human. I make mistakes. I had a clear bullish bias going in today, and then I ended up taking sells just because I wanted to take a trade basically, but I shouldn't have taken sells. I should have looked for longs. But let's see, you're gonna play paddle now, so I may not be able to catch another trade. If so, I'm ending the day here, like this. So currently down about 350 for the week. It's all good. We can still come back tomorrow. I promise you, I'll show you at the end of tomorrow, because I'm still confident that we're gonna finish this week green. I haven't had a green week I haven't had a red week in over 12 weeks. So in over 3 months, I haven't had a single green. I haven't had a single red week. And I'll video the stats tomorrow to prove it. But let's see how this week ends first, because I'm still confident we can end nice and green. Even if we end, so if let's say at 350, tomorrow I catch one for about 700, I'll be up about 350 times 5. So trying to do the quick maths, 1,500. So I'm up about 1,750 for the week, which it's not the best, but green's green. I'll take a quick almost 2K for the week. Let's see. We have got to get that win tomorrow first. I'll drop the trade recap and we'll see you guys tomorrow. So NQ is now actually approaching a great zone to look for a bounce in. You can see it here. We've come into our zone here. So look at it, we're coming in. We can get a very nice bounce in here to target back up towards the highs. If not, we have another beautiful zone lower down. This zone here, I'll show you in a 3-minute time. We come into this grey zone here, right, I believe we're absolutely going to rip up. It's coming close. The only thing is, right, I do have that flipping paddle game, so I need to leave in 9 minutes. So I'm going to see, maybe I'll take this on my phone. It's going to be hard to drive and trade at the same time, but I have told the members, listen, it's coming. They all know the setup. This is the confirmation I'm looking for. If you see it, please take this trade. So let's see, hopefully I'm able to catch it before I go or not. You can't make this up. I am literally driving and I've taken those NQ longs that I said. I've alerted it in the chat as well. Currently up about $400. I can't manage, as you can see, I'm literally driving at the same time on the way to paddle. No mic this time, just straight iPhone, but it's looking good. Hate executing on the phone, but I'm just going for a simple 1 to like 1.3 because I don't want to be greedy. I'm not going to be able to see it, hoping it smashes, take profit, and we end the day green. It's a hassle, but it's a real day in the life. So I've got the DJI out now that I've parked up, but as you can see currently, where is it at? There, let me tap it, hopefully it gets a bit better quality. But yeah, we're up 320. Nice. I just put a 200 SL on it and I'm going for 650 to end the day nice and green. Probably just going to go break even and let it play it out now. So where's break even? I'll put it slightly in the, put $5 in the green just to cover the fee. So it's in $5 now and the final TP is at 650 just to cover my losses. So yeah, I'm going to play the paddle game, hopefully come back to some good news, and I will update you guys. Can't lie though, paddle in the water. Banging. So came back from paddle and the good news is, let me flip this round. The trade smashed take profit. So we are finishing the day now from red to green. That's what you call risk management. You don't get scared when you take a loss. So ending the day here, attached the picture there. I'll attach the trade review. As you can see, just playing a bit of FIFA at my cousin's gaff, and he just got smoked. Yes, my people, hope you are all doing well. So 1 win, 1 loss today. Let's go over the loss first. The loss was very silly, okay? I had a clear bullish bias, but from some donut reason, I did look for a long. You can see we're tapping into this bullish zone. Breaking structure to the upside, higher time frame is very bullish. So I should have looked for longs, but I saw, okay, on a 3-minute time frame, we did have this zone here that we could tap into as a possible short. And when I drop down to my even lower time frame, you can see we have a first tap within that zone as well, right, with this origin. So it's a 100%, it's a very nice bearish setup, but if price is bullish, I shouldn't look at bearish setups. So I waited for this fair value gap here to inverse, to take this. There was the break. Now the entry was something like this. Stop loss above. I'm targeting that lower low pretty much to get the 1 to 1.5. A big candle, as you're about to see, tagged me in. Boom. And honestly, ran straight to SL. For some reason, everything was good. Good setup, good confirmation, just not with the trend. I'm trading against the trend. I'm going to get smoked, so that was silly of me. But we'll continue to play price and we'll see where the win was. So the win was here. We are trending higher. And now we have this zone, so now we have a clear bullish bias. We had a break structure in that bullish direction here. Right, with this protected low down here. And you can see we had this beautiful SNDR. Right. And this SNDR was nice because it was responsible for breaking this structure. Nice 6 tap in here. So everything was setting up for clear bullish bias, clear 3-minute zone, clear POI. Now the reason I took this within here and didn't quite wait for the SNDR, because you know how I say we can take it if it comes into the fair value gaps that the SNDR creates, and we did do that. So if I got a nice lower time frame, I was happy to take that. If we look on the 1 minute here, right, originally the alert I gave was to wait for this fair value gap to inverse before entering. That's a smart thing to do. You see this inverse, this fair value gap push price lower, but I was saying, okay, double bottom, failed to create a new low, and now we have this bearish fair value gap here. If we can inverse this, that would be a good sign that we do want to continue higher. So boom, and then I got a good entry pretty much on the break of this. Stop loss below the low, and I went for, I think it was this high up here pretty much, but it wasn't a huge risk to reward. I just wanted to make my money back and walk back with some change for today, especially as you saw I was on the go. So I didn't want to be greedy, and as you can see, entry here pretty much. I had market entered on this small pullback on my phone, and it's got my 750 whatever, and I called it a day. So the loss was 350, the win was 700, and then 350 for the day. Green, back to green on the week, which is nice, and then let's see how we can finish tomorrow. Yes, so last day of the week today. Today is Friday. I need a flipping trim. I'm gonna get one later, but before I need a trim, I need to make some money. So let's smash out the charts today. About to start the Friday London live stream. So currently I need to double check, but I think we're up about 330 whatever for the week. So times that by 5. I'm about 1500 for the week, which honestly isn't a good week, but let's see, we still have one more day. If we can catch a nice trade today, we'll be up like 4 grand a week, which will be good. So let's see how today's stream goes. Yes, my people, last day of the week today. How we doing? If we break below this low here, I will take these shorts on NQ. We do have this area of supply that we're going to reject. It's going to be from here. Let's see if we can get that low to be taken, and I'll look for an entry. Otherwise, if we take this high, honestly, I'm very, very happy to look for longs back towards this external high. See if we get strong close below here into the shorts, otherwise I'll be waiting. So let's see. All right, looks like we're gonna get this break and possible entry now set. Let's see how this candle closes. 18 seconds. So if we do close below here, I'm gonna set my entry shorts at that 79.75. All right, I'm gonna set the limits in now, and let's see if I'm gonna get filled or not. All right, I've been tagged in there, so let's see how it goes. I want it to take this low here, and then I'll look to start moving my stop, etc. Move my stop above this high to slightly mitigate some risks. 30-second low has broken, pulled back, lower high, lower low. Starting to look a lot nicer now. Let's see what the trade is running up, about 161 profit. I don't want to go break even yet, but I'm just going to move it slightly above, just to this fair value gap here now. Did come and shoot back up, so glad managed risk well there. Let's see. It's definitely worth taking though, because if we get the rejection, we get the whole move. Otherwise not, it's a small loss. And then we can see if it is gonna flip now. This would definitely be nice for longs at this 50% of the zone we're looking at. So if it does flip here, I'm more than happy to take longs. So as you saw there, small L, we're still very slightly green for the week. I'll attach the picture there. So very, very average week, if that. I'm going to go pray now on Friday. We have a very, very nice, like I'd be very surprised if this fails. This is a beautiful A+ setup I've alerted to the gang. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be a bit cheeky. I don't normally set limits. I normally always wait for market confirmation to enter. But as I'm away, I'm going to set a little limit. We'll see if we get tagged in when I come back. If not, stay tuned. I'm going to do an outro anyways, but I'm going to show the P&L for the last 2 months really, and attach the trade that I took as well. So this losing trade, so stay tuned. And then, yeah, let's just go from here and see how we end on the day / the week. It's about to get my trim now with the one and only Mr. 31 Cuts. I'm one of the most famous geezer in Dubai. You know what I'm saying? About to munch on that as well. I've got a couple setups, banging setups. Got one laptop with me. I'm just waiting for one of these to get tagged, and then I'm gonna be a happy man. So let's see. Yes, my people. So let's go over this NQ trade. Again, I'm going against the 15-minute. I don't know why I'm off one today, but or this week, but it is what it is. So you can see we had a break structure to the upside here. We had a low down here, and we had our area of demand we were looking at from here. So I was looking at a bounce within here. Okay, this was the area where I wanted price to come into, and then give us a nice bounce all the way back up to this high here. You can see we're also building loads of trend line liquidity here. It makes sense. Now let's look at areas of supply within here, so we know that demand is back in control. So first of all, we swept the first tap in this area of demand. So we swept liquidity, and you can see we had low, high. We ran this low here, right? We came back into this area of supply. I'll mark it red, right? 50%, and then we push lower. Then what did we do? We ran this low here, right? And what did we do when we ran that low? We came back to what? Broke it, mitigated 50%, moved lower. So now the area of supply we have left is this zone here. Two choices now. We're either gonna finally get this bounce back up, or we're gonna tap into here and continue lower. Now, as we tapped into here, we can show it on the lower time frame what that 6 tap zone looks like. You can see it looks like this. Right, this is my 6 tap zone. So as we swept liquidity, boom. Right, I looked for a possible rejection from this zone, because like I said, if we're going to reject, we're going to reject from this zone. Let's see where it was. There was my shift. Got a decent-ish entry around here. Going for the 1 to 1.5. So I like that we made a low, high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then I move my stop just slightly above break even just to cover this fair value gap. So it's very small now, and unfortunately we took a small L there. It was worth the risk. The thing was, it was just against the trend, right? Lovely zone, good confirmation. Again, I was going against this 15-minute trend. This is a good place to bounce, but if we were going to reject, it would be from this area here. Right, you can see we touched 50%. We tried to make a new low. If we made that new low, we would have made our money, but we just failed. And you can see we broke it. So as soon as we broke this low, this is why I've been alerting this bullish zone. I said, listen, now just long, please. Right, we tapped into this demand we mentioned. We broke this area of supply. Now I'm like, listen, just long, please, towards this high. This is beautiful for all the way to the high. I just wanted a retracement to enter. Unfortunately, we didn't get that. As you can see, we have just ripped up all the way and have currently taken out the high. So unlucky, we're pulling back. We should have, I guess, waited just to go longs, but if we're going to reject it, we're going to reject from here. We just didn't make a new low, and then this was the point where we did decide to reverse all the way up. All good. Let's see if we catch another one today, or otherwise that is the end. So unfortunately, we did not manage to get tagged into another trade, so we're calling it a week there. So let's just talk about the last 2 months really. So basically I trade on 5 top step accounts. So everything we're just gonna times by 5, of course, as it's 5 accounts. And then let's see how we did for the month of August and how we are for the month of September so far. So this is August. So August week 1, we made $3,000, and then I think like 1,000, trying to do the maths, 300, whatever. Then 4,000, this was a good week. And this week was 5,000 on week 4. And then week 5, we ended 500. So doing the quick maths, it was just about above 14 grand. And for proof, I posted my withdrawal for that month in my Discord chat and the Instagram as well. I had to watermark it so someone doesn't steal it. But $14,989 secured on Top Step there. And now let's look at this month. So I'll be over on average, I aim for at least 10K a month. It might sound like a lot, but it's only 2K per account, which isn't that much. I am quite small risk, and just like for going over quality over quantity and just stacking up those accounts. So let's look at September now. So September, as you can see, week 1, we made about 2.5, 20, about $100, and then 150 times 5 is 750. So we're up just slightly over 3 grand this month, which honestly isn't the best, if I'm being real. I know 3 grand might sound like decent, but it's not good enough. We still have 1 and a bit weeks left, so I'm still confident I can finish on a 10K month. Just have to lock in for the next week. But of course, the week I did decide, the good thing is, right, what's that, like 8, 9 green weeks in a row? Honestly, I haven't had a red week in over 3 months now, no cap. And like this, every single trade I do on my live stream, I post on the Discord, so there's no if, buts, maybe, right? All of this was posted. So yeah, bang average week, not the best, of course, the one I record, but I enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed this too. Let me know. I'm happy to do more of these. I'm willing to do these every single week, right? I love being a transparent trader. And I know especially we're gonna get some good weeks where we're gonna get like over 5K weeks. So I would love to record those. And yeah, this is part of trading. This is real life trading. You have great months, you have average months. That is it. As I'm looking at the screen, right, we're getting a potential setup here. I'm gonna see to take this or not. But if not, that will be it. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Let me know what you thought of this one.